Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Play clock winding down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 46 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. Vincent Ray in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A play fake to Hill. Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson, off play action. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Dalton here from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Got a man. It's Ross, complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jeremy Hill from 17 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 1, 9,
on the toss, here's Foreman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They begin the drive with Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action here with Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near midfield. 23 yards on the play. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Dalton to Hill on the draw. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And here comes the Texans now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! 1, 9, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on, let's go! White, 9! White, flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ryan 38!
From the red zone now, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Willis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So now it's 1st and goal. Watson hands this to Foreman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They run again with Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. James Harrison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Dalton throwing on second down. Rumbling past the 30, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Dalton off play action. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's round. Let's go. What?
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Foreman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Again, it's Foreman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Again, they run with Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down, Dalton. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now, Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Following the penalty, it's Hill, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 22-yard line. Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, the spin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Hill.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on 1st down. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, here's Hill. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. White 90.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's Watson on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the carry, it's Hill. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Here we go!
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run. This is Blue. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alfred Blue taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Hill. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. To throw here, Dalton, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Andy Dalton. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's brought down after a good game. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield here, Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Hill shedding the tackle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to one play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remembered to come back on Mike for this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now out comes Houston, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go!
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. The Texans on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.